All right. So welcome everyone to EEL Certamen Finals. Uh, yeah, so I will now read one test question for no points. This question does not necessarily reflect the difficulty of the round that follows. All right, toss up number 0 for any player on any team. What genre in which Ephesus, Dante?
Universal history.
Universal history is correct. In which Ephesus wrote, features various writers such as Nicolaus of Damascus, Theopompus, Pompeius Trogus, Diodorus Siculus, and Cornelius Nepos, whose 3-book work Chronica is now lost. And so we have universal history, do not prompt on history. All right, bonus number 1. Another work focusing on history is 88 Rising's song History that features what Indonesian rapper who went viral with his debut single Dat Stick?
Okay, let us just say, I have no idea, but let us say Da Baby.
Sorry, the infant is not correct. This is Rich Brian or Brian Emmanuel Soewarno. Okay, we're going to dismiss your challenge. And then bonus 2, what other rich individual known as the mechanic and the futurist used the spaceship Benatar to escape the planet Titan and became stranded in space until he was rescued by Captain Marvel?
Pass.
This is Tony Stark or Iron Man. So that's a fake 10 points on toss-up number 0. All right. So unless we have any issues, we can move on to toss-up number 1 for any player. Of course, all questions after this will count for points. So 1 second. Okay. All right. Toss-up 1 for any player on any team. What work, written in opposition to laudatory works by Marcus Fadius Gallus and Marcus Brutus, and described as Dante?
Caesar's Anti-Cato.
That is correct. Described as bulky by Juvenal, was originally tasked to Hirtius before Caesar himself undertook its writing while in camp at Munda, filling its pages with attacks against a certain implacable enemy of his and Cicero, who had eulogized him. All right, bonus 1. What work, dubiously attributed to Cicero, but more likely a product of the rhetorical schools, accuses its target of extortion and corruption?
The invective against Sallust, final answer.
That is correct. Could have also taken the invectiva in Solustium. And bonus 2, what hill located near the Quirinal became the location of the Horti Solustiani through a plot of land Sallust purchased from Caesar upon his return from Africa?
That is a good question. What gives it time? Viminal, final answer.
Sorry, this is the Pincian Hill or the Mons Pincius. So that's 15 points on toss-up number 1. All right, toss-up number 2 for any player on any team. Who died on house arrest near Antioch? A sad end. Michael Kearney. Answer, please.
Lysimachus.
Sorry, that's not correct. Seth?
Alcibiades.
Sorry, that's not correct. I will start over. Who died on house arrest near Antioch? A sad end for a man who had once won a decisive victory at Salamis and restored democracy to Athens in 317 BC, before suffering a crushing loss at the Battle of Ipsus alongside his father Antigonus I. Dante?
Antigonus II.
Sorry, that's not correct. This is Demetrius I or Demetrius Poliorcetes, the besieger. So that's no points on toss-up number 2. All right, we'll move on to toss-up 3 for any player on any team. According to Menelaus, neither the fury of a panther, nor the fury of a lion, nor the fury of a wild boar are as great as the pride of the sons of what man? A son of Othrys who had been brought. Danny?
Panthus.
Panthus is correct. A son of Orthrus who had been brought from Delphi to Troy by a Trojan envoy before becoming the high priest of Apollo. All right, bonus 1. What son of Panthus does Pythagoras claim to have been in a former life?
This is Euphorbus, yeah.
I agree. Yep.
Euphorbus final.
That's correct. In bonus two, what brother of his did Euphorbus try to avenge before being killed by Menelaus and prompting the comparison made in the toss-up?
I believe this is Hyperenor.
That sounds familiar, so I'd go with it.
Okay. Hyperenor final.
That is correct for 20 points on toss-up number 3. All right, toss-up number 4 for any player on any team. What author covered wars against the Persians, Vandals, and Ostrogoths? Dante?
Procopius.
Procopius of Caesarea is correct, and Ostrogoths in an 8-book history, though he is more famous for his Anecdota, or secret history, which details the scandalous behavior of the Emperor Justinian and his wife Theodora. Bonus 1, which general under Justinian did Procopius accompany on campaign as a secretary, making his De Bellis a first-hand account of the wars of Justinian's reign?
Belisarius, final answer.
That is correct. In bonus 2, what 6-book work of Procopius, which included topics such as the history of art and Byzantine administration, failed to win back the favor of Justinian and fueled the embitterment that led to the composition of the secret history?
On the buildings, final answer.
On the buildings, or on the buildings of Justinian, or De Aedificiis, or Perictismaton is correct. So that's a full 20 points on toss-up number 4. Toss up number 5 for any player on any team, after which we'll have our first score check. Toss up. What Praetorian prefect, who tried to assert his power by making his statues larger than those of the emperor and his family, was ultimately toppled from power? Dante?
Plautianus.
Plautianus is correct. Was toppled from power by an improbable plot fabricated by an imperial heir to get rid of his wife Publia Fulvia Plautilla, this man's daughter, which somehow convinced the Emperor Septimius Severus to execute this prefect and replace him with Papinian. Bonus 1, what eastern realm was established as a Roman province with a capital at Nisbis by Septimius Severus following his defeat of Piscinius Niger?
Okay. What realm is this capping? Okay. I'm going to put something in the chat that is probably completely wrong, but I will make it my final answer.
All right, Adia Bean is not correct. This is Osroene. And then bonus 2, throughout 197 and 198 AD, Septimius Severus unsuccessfully attempted to capture what desert city, which had also resisted capture by the Emperor Trajan?
Can you paste?
Yes.
Why did I ask that to be pasted? That is not helpful. Pass.
This is Hatra. So that's 10 points on toss-up number 5. And after toss-up 5, let's have our score check.
All right, after an incredible first quarter, we have Team Polyhistor with 40 points, Big Ballard Brand with 20 points, and Eel Team 6 yet to score. Get those reactions in, everyone.
All right, great start to the round. Move on to toss-up number 6 for any player on any team. What river, whose waters were safe during the day but harmful at night? Dante? Answer, please.
The Styx.
The Styx is correct, but harmful at night, was known both for its corrosivity, destroying all materials except the hooves of horses, and for sourcing its cold waters from the snowfall in Nonacris, Arcadia. Bonus 1, who is said to have died when he drank the water from the Styx at Nonacris, sent to him in a mule's hoof?
Alexander the Great, final answer.
That is correct. And bonus number 2, according to Hesiod, the underworld Styx is what volume of its parent stream, the Oceanus? We will take either a fraction or a percentage.
What? All right, 1 to 100. Let's see.
Oh, I'm sorry.
33% final answer.
Sorry, this is 1/9 or 11.11% repeating or 11 and 1/9%. So that's 15 points on toss up number 6. All right. Toss up number 7 for any player on any team. Toss up. What region whose local goddess Ma of Kamona was associated? Dante?
Like Komajin.
Sorry, that's not correct. I'll start over. What region whose local goddess Ma of Kamona was associated with the Roman Bellona was ruled by kings and governors such as Ariarathes, Ethan?
Cappadocia.
Cappadocia is correct. Ariarathes, Julius Paelignus, and Domitius Corbulo, and was reorganized by various emperors to combine with districts such as Galatia, Pontus, and the Armeniacan and Anatolican themes. All right, bonus 1. What Cappadocian city, the location of a gymnasium which provides evidence for the Hellenization of Anatolia, was also the birthplace of a famed Neo-Pythagorean holy man named Apollonius, who is said to have appeared to Aurelian in a dream?
Based.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't think I have any idea.
Nora. That's a city in Cappadocia. Tyana. I think there's.
If you know Cappadocian cities, go for it, because I
Answer, please.
Tyana final.
Tyana is correct. And bonus number 2, what other Cappadocian city, known today as Malatya, was seen as strategically important both by the Romans, who stationed Legio XII Fulminata there in 70 AD, and the Rashidun Caliphate, who created a powerful emirate there to defend their border with the Romans?
wait, maybe no, that's
You paste.
I know what the second one is talking about, but no, I don't
I
have
shall
it.
name another
Yeah,
Cappadocian
go
city.
ahead.
Nora final.
Sorry, this is Melatine. So that's 15 points on toss-up number 7. All right, toss-up number 8 for any player on any team. What prefect of Rome sought to combine the analytic technique of Livy with the biographical technique of Suetonius? Dante?
Aurelius Victor.
Aurelius Victor is correct. With the biographical technique of Suetonius in his magnum opus, known variously as Historiae Abreviatae, Liber de Caesaribus, or simply Caesares. Bonus 1, what work, which is attributed, perhaps spuriously, to Aurelius Victor, covers the period of Roman history from Saturn to Romulus?
The Origo Gentis Romani final answer.
That is correct. And bonus number 2, what later historian wrote a continuation of Jerome's Chronicon up to the year 455 AD, as well as a work titled De Ingratis that attacks those who are ungrateful for the mercy of God?
Prosper of Aquitaine final answer.
Prosper of Aquitaine is correct for a full 20 points on toss-up number 8. Toss-up number 9 for any player on any team. What youth, labeled a foe of liberty and one who surpasses all the Tarquins in tyranny by the tribune Aulus Verginius, fled the city of Rome to Dante?
I want to say like Caeso Quinctius.
Caeso Quinctius is correct. Fled the city of Rome to avoid a sure conviction for his acts of physical violence and intimidation against the plebeians, an act that led to the financial ruin of his father, Lucius Quinctius Cincinnatus. Bonus 1, the smoking gun that guaranteed Caeso's conviction came from what plebeian man, who relayed how his brother, weak from an illness, had died after being struck by Caeso?
Okay, I know nothing more about him, so pass.
All right, this is Marcus Volscius Fictor. Could have taken just Volscius. And then bonus 2, what relative of his, possibly his brother, did Cincinnatus profusely thank, both for speaking on Caeso's behalf during the trial and for helping secure Volscius's conviction for perjury as quaestor in 458 BC, to which this man replied, "I didn't do it for him."
Again, I have no idea, so pass.
This is Titus Quinctius Capitolinus. So that's 10 points on toss-up number 9. Toss up 10 for any player on any team, after which we'll have a score check. What man who appears in Plato's Republic alongside his father Cephalus, Dante?
Lysias.
Could you repeat that?
Lysias.
Sorry, that's not correct. Michael?
Polemarchus.
Polemarchus is correct. Asserting that justice is rendering every man his due, appears in the speech against Eratosthenes, where his murder and other crimes committed by the 30 tyrants are addressed by his brother Lysias. All right, bonus 1. What dialogue of Plato sees its eponymous figure produce a discourse of Lysias as he talks with Socrates on the banks of the Ilissus?
Can you paste?
Yep.
Like they like walk down. So like maybe it's like it's the one where maybe this is Protagoras.
Go with the gut.
Plato's Protagoras directed.
Sorry, this is the Phaedrus. And then bonus 2, another speech of Lysias deals with the misdeeds of the 30 tyrants and pins most of the blame on what man? A tool of the 30 tyrants who had killed Dionysiodorus.
Can you paste?
Yep.
Jesus. This could be Mantithias or Mantithias. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to go with it.
Yeah, go with it.
Mantithias directed.
Sorry, this is Agoratus. So that's 10 points on toss-up number 10. And at the halfway mark, let's get our score.
All right, after an astounding second quarter and first half, we have Team Polyhistor with 85 points, Team Big Ballard Brand with 45 points, and Team EEL Team 6 with the double team yet to score. Nice job, everyone.
Great job. Still everyone's game. Anyone's game. Not okay. What am I saying? Yes. All right. So we'll move on to toss-up number 11 for any player on any team. In book 4 of Ovid's Tristia, the poet fondly remembers listening to what man sing of Dante?
Oh.
Answer, please. Called time.
Nah, pass.
Okay, I will start over. In book 4 of Ovid's Tristia, the poet fondly remembers listening to what man sing of birds, a reference to his brief hexameter poem, Ornithogonia. Danny.
Aemilius Macaire.
Aemilius Macaire is correct. An example of the genre of Hellenistic didactic poetry that he wrote alongside his De Herbis and Theraica. All right, bonus 1. What contemporary wrote about hunters' equipment and various breeds of dogs in his Cunegetica?
Gradius Faliscus, yeah.
Yeah. Gradius Faliscus, final.
That is correct. And bonus number 2, what Greek physician from the 2nd century BC wrote a Theraica and Alexipharmaca, which formed the basis for Aemilius Macaire's Theraica?
This is just a Greek lit bonus. It's Nicander.
Go for it.
Nicander, final.
Nicander or Nikandros is correct for a full 20 on toss-up number 11. All right, toss-up 12 for any player on any team. What emperor, bludgeoned to death with a soap dish while sitting in the baths, had campaigned in Italy and Sicily after deposing Pope Martin for his opposition to monotheletism, the doctrine first proposed by his grandfather Heraclius? Ethan. Answer.
Constans the second.
Constans II is correct. All right, his grandfather Heraclius. Bonus 1, what empress possibly poisoned Constance's father, Constantine III, in 641 AD to leave her son Heraclonas as sole emperor?
I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea. Um,
Can you paste?
yeah, I have absolutely nothing.
We can fraud a Byzantine name here yet. Someone Porphyrogonita. Who's the one named Sam Porphyrogonita at that time?
That's much later. I know like 0 women from this period.
Answer, please.
Anna Porphyrogonita. Final.
Sorry, this is Martina, the niece of Heraclius. So then try bonus 2. What Arab governor of Syria, who became caliph after the assassinations of Uthman and Ali, successfully campaigned against Constance in areas such as Rhodes, Armenia, and Cappadocia?
Can you paste?
Is it Harun al-Rashid?
Well,
I know Suleiman is like the siege of Constantinople, but I
yeah,
think
Suleiman's way later.
Yeah.
Go
Is
for what
Harun
you-
al-Rashid before or after that?
I have no idea, frankly.
Okay. I'll go with it then. Harun al-Rashid, final answer.
Sorry, this is Muawiyah ibn Abi Sufyan. Yes, Harun al-Rashid is in the 800s, but good try. All right, so that's 10 points on toss-up number 12. And we'll move on to toss-up 13 for any player on any team. Toss-up, what king lost his son when a Phoenician merchant distracted his wife and others? Dante?
Ctesias.
Ctesias is correct. Distracted his wife and others with a golden necklace, while an enslaved Phoenician woman of his took his son aboard a ship to flee from his island of Syria. All right, bonus 1. Before Odysseus revealed who he was on Ithaca, he gave 2 false accounts of being a Cretan to 2 different people, Eumaeus and Penelope. Give either the Cretan son of Hylax, who is said to have raised the disguised Odysseus, or the son of Deucalion that he claimed to be.
Man, I was worried when you said give the 2 accounts. Anyway, Ithon, final answer for the second one.
That's correct. Could have also taken, or do you want to give the other one?
I have absolutely no idea for the other.
This is Castor, but yes, Ithon is correct. And then bonus 2, Odysseus told another false story, this time to Antinous, claiming that he was a wealthy man who was enslaved in Egypt and then given to what king of Cyprus?
I've known this before. I think it is not Phaedon, but we are going to say Phaedon, final answer.
Sorry, this is not Phaedon. This is Demeter, which I will paste in the chat. So that's 15 points on toss-up number 13. All right, toss-up 14 for any player on any team. What fickle Roman politician who had once called for land reform by claiming that Fishy?
Marcus Philippus.
Marcius Philippus is correct, who had once called for land reform by claiming that only 2,000 citizens in the Roman state owned any property, was seized by the throat until blood poured into his mouth and eyes while trying to stop the assembly from passing the land reform bill of Marcus Livius Drusus, though Drusus would later save both this consul and his colleague Sextus Julius Caesar from an assassination attempt by angry Italians. Bonus 1, what tribune of 91 BC appointed Philippus as the chief prosecutor of a commission that set out to identify and exile anyone who had supported the Italian cause?
Okay, anyone, any idea? I don't know. Is it like Ahenobarbus? Was he tribune then?
91 BC, wasn't it Ahenobarbus like later?
I mean, he was around the same time, but I don't know if he was
Okay.
tribune. Do you have anything else?
I would just go for Ahenobarbus.
Okay, Ahenobarbus, final answer.
Sorry, this is Quintus Varius of the Varian Commission. So we'll move on to bonus 2. What Samnite commander and descendant of Gavius Pontius, who served as a rebel praetor during the Social War, led the forces which were defeated by Sulla and Crassus at the Colline Gate?
I know this. I didn't read this part of Storm
Who's
Before the
based?
Storm. What's another? Oh, I knew this. Oh no. Any Pontius you guys want to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Sad.
Answer, please.
Commius Pontius, final answer.
Sorry, this is Pontius Telesinus. So that's 10 points on toss-up number 14. All right, toss-up 15 for any player on any team, after which we will have a score check. Toss-up: a wooden doll for every free person in the household and a wooden ball for every enslaved person were hung up during what festival? Usually held between December 17th and Ethan. Answer, please. You're unmuted.
Saturnalia?
Sorry, Alan.
Hiemalia.
Sorry. I will continue. Between December 17th and January 5th, that marked the end of the agricultural year and saw shrines established at crossroads for the lares of 3 or 4 farms. Dante.
The Compitalia.
Compitalia is correct. Bonus 1. Which specific lares, who protected all of Rome, had a temple at the head of the Via Sacra?
Oh, the Lares. The Lares Praestates, final answer.
Lares Praestates is correct. And bonus number 2. What goddess of death and mother of the Lares was sacrificed to on May 11th?
Perhaps it is just Lara. That seems unlikely. But we are just going to say it. Lara, final answer.
Sorry, that's not correct. This is Mania, although I could have probably prompted on Hela, sister of Thor, because of the goddess of death part there, but oh well. All right, so yeah, that's 15 points on toss-up 15, and after 15, let's have our score.
All right, after an electrifying third quarter, we have Team Polyhistor with 115 points, Team Big Ballard Brand with 75 points, and Team EEL Team 6 with 10 points. Nice job, everyone.
All right, we got anyone's game still. Let's move on to toss-up 16 for any player on any team. The Alexandrian erotic fragment is an example of what genre? Dante.
Mime.
Mime is correct, which has distinctions such as of men and of women that were created by the Sicilian Sophron, that is well represented by poems such as The Dream, The Schoolmaster, and The Bawd that were composed in the limping schazons of Herodas. All right, bonus 1. What mime of Theocritus describes Syracusan women chatting as they prepare for a ceremony?
I guess the Adonias do say, final answer.
That is correct. And bonus 2. Some of Theocritus and Herodos's mimes are set on what island? The possible birthplace of Theocritus.
Kos, final answer.
That is correct for a full 20 points on toss-up number 16. Toss-up 17 for any player on any team. By sending his nephew Germanus to pacify the Sani tribe in Thrace, what former count of the excubators, Ethan? Answer, please.
Zeno?
Sorry. I will continue. What former count of the excubators was able to focus on domestic matters, such as rolling back the pro-Monophysite policies of his predecessor, Anastasius I? Dante.
Who is it? Justin the First.
Justin the First is correct. Bonus 1. Although he was able to undo much of the damage wrought by Anastasius's promotion of the heretical Henoticon, Justin was unable to unseat which powerful bishop of Alexandria, a fervent Monophysite?
No, pass.
All right, this is Timothy or Timothy the Fourth. Bonus 2. Although he was a fellow defender of orthodoxy, what general and consul of 520 AD did Justin have assassinated out of fear he would instigate a similar revolt to the one this man had led against Anastasius in Thrace in 511 AD?
Pass.
Sorry, this is Vitalian, the uncle of John. So that's 10 points on toss-up number 17. Toss-up number 18 for any player on any team. What profession is being described by all the following clues? In the Middle Ages, some of Martial's poems were believed to have been written by a member of this profession. A man of this occupation bought Lucius the ass. Dante. Answer, please.
Like
Oh.
baker.
Sorry, that's not correct. Seth.
Would this be a farmer?
Sorry, that's not correct. I will keep reading. A man of this occupation bought Lucius the ass to impress his friends in Apuleius's Metamorphoses. A work of Vespa pits a baker against a member of this profession in a competition for who has the better calling. Danny.
Like a cook.
A cook is correct. So Nikhil, we can't take. Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure. All right. Bonus one. What work is parodying a certain type of law by describing a pig drawing up their last will as they know their time has come to be killed by a cook?
Testamentum por Kelly.
I agree.
Testamentum por Kelly, final.
That is correct. Could have also taken testamentum gruni corocatai por Kelly, but yeah, that's fine. And then bonus two, what object objected so strongly to the immortality of Martial's epigrams that once a year, wait, did I say what? Wait, okay. I think I said that wrong. I will start over. What poet objected so strongly to the immortality of Martial's epigrams that once a year, on a day dedicated to the muses, he would burn a copy of Martial's epigrams?
I think it's either Torquatus Gennadius or Gennadius Torquatus.
Both might be acceptable. So it was probably Gennadius Torquatus, because it's Lucius Manlius Torquatus.
It might be Torquatus Gennadius, because I remember like looking at this and thinking it was weird that it was before.
Answer, please.
Okay, go ahead, go for it.
Torquatus Gennadius.
Sorry, this is Andreas Navaguero. So that's 15 points on toss-up number 18. Okay, Dante. All right, we'll move on to toss-up 19 for any player on any team, after which we'll have our penultimate score check. Oh, could we get the line since Seth has typed? Please. Thank you. All right, cool. All right, toss-up 19. What name is shared by a man who, after being raped by the servants of the Macedonian noble Kearney?
Pausanias.
Pausanias is correct. By the servants of the Macedonian noble Attalus, was made a royal bodyguard, and a man who met his fate in a small building adjoining the temple of Athena of the Brazen House for conspiring with the Persians through his role as regent of Sparta. All right, bonus one. Attalus's crime initially went unpunished because he was the uncle of Cleopatra, who was Philip's wife and the mother of what infant daughter?
This is Europa. Europa final.
Europa is correct. And bonus two, the Spartan Pausanias originally was given command of the Hellenic fleet in his role as regent for what underage son of Leonidas?
Okay, let's see if we can pull this.
Jin says Pleistone. Okay, never
No,
mind.
it's like that. It's like it's Pleistolus or it's Pleistarchus, and I don't know which one. I'm leaning Pleistolus.
Go for it.
Answer, please.
Pleistolus final.
Sorry, this is Pleistarchus.
Okay.
Or please stark us, as I read it when I was reading these in the Pomeroy. But yes, so that is 15 points on toss-up number 19. And after 19, let's have our score.
All right, after a stunning, almost completed fourth quarter, we have Team Polyhistor with 145 points, Team Big Ballard Brand with 105 points, and EEL Team 6 with 10 points. Nice job, everyone.
All right. So do we have any unresolved challenges, issues, anything before we move on? All right. I was half waiting for Seth to challenge, quote, every question that Dante got. But seeing none, we will
Can I
move
still do
on.
that?
No. All right. So, yeah, seeing no actual challenges, we'll move on to toss up 20 for any player on any team. Toss up. What city saw the deceitful combination of a flute player named Eumolpus? Danny.
Eleusis.
Sorry, that's not correct. Dante.
In what city? Coloni?
Coloni is correct. Named Eumolpus and a woman named Philonome lead to the exile of Hemithea and Tenes, children of its king Cycnus, whom Achilles strangled. All right, bonus one. When Cycnus exiled Hemithea and Tenes, he shut them in a chest and set them out to what island, which would eventually be known as Tenedos.
Oh, what's the it's like Luco first, final answer.
That is correct. And bonus number two, when Cycnus came to Tenedos to try seeking forgiveness for exiling his children on false grounds, what did Tenes do to show he would not accept the apology? A description is acceptable.
He killed Cycnus, final answer.
I do not think we can take that. We have he severed the mooring of Cycnus's ship with an axe, causing him to drift away. So on that note, let's have our final score check.
Yeah, so our final score after that wonderful round, we have Team Polyhistor with 160 points, Team Big Ballard Brand with 105 points, and Team Eel Team 6 with 10 points. Congratulations, everyone, and great playing.
All right. Yeah, thank you to everyone who played this tournament, spectated, watched, moderated. Couldn't have done it without y'all, and yeah, we really appreciate it. And congratulations to Dante.